welcome to your weekly messages. Today is Saturday, the 2nd of March, 2024, and I am your host and card shuffler, Deborah Jane Sutton. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You can check out more about me and the things that I do from my website at deborahjanesutton.com and from this YouTube channel and from Facebook, Deborah Jane Sutton everywhere. So have a good browse around and see if there's anything that you resonate with. Now, I wasn't going to do the cards, funny enough, this weekend, because I've only just done the messages for March, for the month of March, which were quite lengthy. I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen for you if you haven't already seen them. So I was thinking that there might not be any more messages, so that was fine, you know. But then I'm having a morning of magic. I'm just feeling the magic in the air, and I just thought, oh, that's exciting. Oh, that one came out when I said that's exciting, so that makes it even more exciting, doesn't it? So I thought, let's just tap in to some of this magic in March. Oh my God, it's March's magic. Oh my goodness, I'm getting more excited about it as I talk about it. So yeah, we're going to have a look and see if there's anything else coming in to help. I love it when the cards are obvious, to help us navigate life with ease and grace and self-love. That's what we want to do, isn't it? Navigate life with ease and grace and self-love. And with lots of synchronicities, I want to say. It's the synchronicities to me that are the magic. They really help me see, they really consolidate it for me, that I am the creator and I create amazing magic for myself. You know, like this morning, I wasn't really in the mood for doing, you know, a yoga workout. And I wasn't going, there's a class in the village, and I wasn't going to go because, you know, I wasn't in the mood for a yoga workout, and I wasn't going to do any at home. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, this energy came into me of like, no, I'm going to go. But Deborah, you don't feel like doing a yoga workout. I don't know. The energy's there. So important to follow the energy when it comes in, right? It really is. I can't tell you. Maybe that's the message, and I haven't looked at the cards yet. But follow the energy, because our mind tells us straight away, like, Deborah, you're not in the mood for a yoga workout. Why are you going? You know. Anyway, I got there. And things will happen for my benefit, but maybe not the benefit of some of the other people in my reality, because the usual yoga teacher wasn't well, and she had sent a friend of hers along to do a class for us. But her friend, I don't think he was a yoga teacher. He was much more passionate about Qigong. And I had this magical new experience, a new person, a new teacher, a Qigong class, which I've been to a couple in my life, but like not recently. He really focused on the breath, he really focused on balance, and he really focused on connection. And I was just like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's exactly what I needed, what my body needed. My human, Deborah, wasn't really sure about that, was she? She didn't know what to do. She just knew not to have a yoga workout. You know, I wasn't connected enough to know that I had to do some breathing. And of course, I was learning new breathing techniques, new balancing techniques. You know, it was new. And that's something else that's coming up, is that I think we need to all try new things, new waves. I'm going to put a link in to my young friend, Emily Wright. She's got a beautiful song out, her first song. It's on Spotify and all the big platforms, and it's called New Waves. Because she was told once that she was a small fish in a big ocean. And so she's talking about, you know, just finding new waves to dive into. And the song is so beautiful. It's so, you know, the way she's done it, that she plays the music, she's written the words, she's singing it, she's doing the whole lot. And it's just lovely. It's about diving into new waves, maybe not knowing where you're going, not going in the direction that you thought you were going to go in. I mean, does that ring any bells for anybody? But just keep diving deeper and deeper into new waves. And I just thought, when I heard it, I just thought that is the soundtrack for March. That's what I'm getting energetically. It's the soundtrack for March 2024. And that's exactly what I did this morning. I was diving into new waves, a new activity, a new teacher, a new class, trying Qigong. And it was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed. And I created all of that. Aren't I clever? Deborah, not Deborah, my higher self. Deborah, not so clever. But what Deborah is getting good at is following the energy. And that's what we as humans really need to do for our highest good, is just follow the energy. And when that voice tells you, but you don't really want to do, whatever, you've got to ignore it. If the energy is there, you've got to go with it, because the universe is taking you to where you need to be. The universe is taking you to where your soul wants you to be. And your human hasn't got a clue. Bless them. Your human's doing a grand job, by the way. Amazing work. Our humans are all doing a grand job, but they're really not the ones that are in divine control, are they? The real it's like everything's orchestrated. It's like, because everything's happening in the now moment, so everything's orchestrated for you to live that life that you're meant to be living, to live that life that your soul wants you to live, that divine abundance. That's what came up in March's messages. You're beginning to live your divine abundance. And it's because we're following the energy. Okay, I've said all of that. I could keep going on, couldn't I? Let's have a look at the cards. Resting and relaxing. Exactly. I didn't feel, I like the cards. I've turned them all over now. Yeah, resting and relaxing. I wasn't in the mood for a workout. It's fine. It's okay. Don't judge yourself. This card is about resting, relaxing, and retreating. It's very much tied to the energies of anxiety and worry, but it's that kind of anxiety and worry that comes from pushing yourself too much, that comes from stressing yourself out. When you stress yourself out, you get tired. And now we're all needing more rest and more sleep than we used to, I think, just while we integrate this beautiful energy coming in. And so this is a reminder: rest, retreat, relax, and not push yourself. So, I mean, it's right not to, if you don't feel like working out, then don't do it. If you do, if your body needs to rest, cancel a few social arrangements, whatever it is. But it's retreat, relax, and rest. Okay. Retreating away from whatever causes you stress. Maybe you can retreat with other people, of course, if you've got go-to people that make you feel good. But there's always a little energy of solitude going on here as well, because retreat into yourself. A lot of this retreating, it means coming in within and listen within. So you're listening to, like in my case, you don't really want a big workout. Okay, listen to that, honor it, don't judge yourself, don't push yourself. But then again, listening to the energy that is there and going, oh, there's energy here. Oh, I'm feeling to go, and just move with it, whatever's happening. But you don't get to experience that energy unless you're in the place of stillness. Remember that one. Stillness is the access point to acceleration. You have to be in this state of relaxation in order to be able to hear the calling. That was the February messages, wasn't it? But to be able to feel the energy when it's coming in, to be able to follow that energy that I keep talking about, you do need to be in a state of stillness to be able to feel it. Because if you're rushing around like a headless chicken, you don't feel the energy. And when you are rushing around in that state, you're having to push yourself, because your energy is having to come from your human. Whereas when you're in that state of stillness and you're completely connected to your divinity, the energy comes through. And that energy that comes through you, please remember, we can call it God's energy, source energy, creator energy, whatever word resonates with you. But it is the energy that has created the mountains, the trees, the nature, the animals, the plants, everything. And it's that strength of energy, that it's strong, it's love, it's life force. It's life force that's coming in. And the love and power of God is flowing through that energy, or the love and power of creator, of source, whichever word resonates for you. I'm okay using the word God. I went through a stage of not liking using it because it's a very convoluted word. There's, you know, obviously, if someone says to you, do you believe in God? You can't really answer that because you don't know what their definition of God is. If anyone asks me that, I just say, well, that depends what your definition of God is. Tell me your definition of God, and I'll tell you whether I believe it or not. But, if your definition is the energy, the consciousness that creates the all that is, that's how I'm kind of using it. But the power of that consciousness of the all that is, it's flowing. The love and the power is flowing through you. You have all the love and power and strength. Look, you've got the strength card. So this card has come to remind you that, if you're feeling tired and exhausted, it's probably because you've been operating from your human's energy, because you're not tapping in to the divine energy that's there, because you have to rest in order to be able to do that. And you need to be able to retreat and relax the body. But we can do that even if you are rushed off your feet. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And people go, oh, I haven't got time to meditate, haven't got time to sit still. Everybody's got 5 minutes, right? 10 minutes. We all have a lot longer, actually, don't we? Because there's so many things that we do that we really don't need to be doing, right? But even those really busy people, you can fit 5 minutes in and just take a breath. Because if that's the only 5 minutes that you've got, your higher self will really acknowledge that and will be like, oh, bless, he or she, you're human, is taking time, taking 5 minutes because they're really busy. So they'll send any messages really quickly, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll feel into it. It's so important to do that because this is where our strength lies. This is a major arcana card. I'm so glad I did the reading now today because I wasn't going to do it. I'm really feeling the magic. This is the strength card. This is Christ consciousness, this card. And she's taming the lion and she's doing it through love. She's not forcing it. We can I often say with this card, we can tame animals through force, through discipline, with sticks and things like that. But we can also tame animals through love. Same with children, right? We can discipline them really strictly, or we can discipline them through love. And it's the same with self-mastery. Self-mastery. We can master ourselves through love. You can discipline yourself. I could have said, right, Deborah, you've got to do a yoga workout. You need. No, look what happened by not forcing myself. I got a much better outcome. I got the magic. I got the magic because it's loving yourself. Love yourself, not to force yourself. Love yourself to rest and relax. And follow the energy, and then you'll get a greater outcome. And just talking about that self-mastery just reminded me of something else, because I mentioned in the March messages something about healing, and the concept of healing implies that there's something wrong, and I was focusing on celebration. I keep getting told to use the word celebration at the garden retreat, from the pagans of Pago, and somebody made a beautiful comment on that video, which was kind of along the lines that healing, it depends on your definition of healing. If you go in with the definition that you're healing, then you are implying that there's something wrong. But she was saying that healing is self-mastery because it's about mastering your shadows. And because the shadows can manifest as trapped emotions or limiting beliefs, or unseen fear. That's why I associate it with healing, because we want to transmute that fear. We want to, transmute those lower frequency emotions. And I associate all of that with the word healing. But of course, healing is, in that concept, healing is really self-mastery, isn't it? It's the alchemy. Self-mastery is alchemy. Alchemy is healing. It's basically mastering the shadow. That's what she said in her comment, and it just really resonated. Thank you so much. That was Eternal Light 7. But commented on that, and it really made me think, yeah, beautiful. So this is about mastering yourself. Right. So there is a connection there with healing. There's just a different way of looking at the healing. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong, but we can master our shadow side, can't we? And she's mastering herself through strength. And look, she's got the infinity sign, the sign of abundance, the infinity sign, the number 8 card as well. So this is also the card for Christ consciousness, raising your frequency and expanding into higher levels of consciousness so that we can really bring that Christ consciousness into our human experience. So yeah, we have this inner strength. We have this inner strength. And also, if you have found that because you've been resting and relaxing, and you might not be feeling like really, pushing yourself, it's okay. It's okay, especially if you're into physical activity. If you've taken a break, I remember thinking this before when I didn't practice yoga for a long time because of some discomfort in my back or what have you. And I remember thinking, I'm going to be so stiff when I get back on the mat. I'm going to feel really stiff. I was kind of really concerned about it. But by the time I got back on the mat, I wasn't stiff at all. And I was actually more flexible than before. And I was like, how can that be when I haven't practiced asanas for so long? But it's because of this healing, whatever was healing, I was mastering or releasing some trapped emotions that were causing limitation. And then when you release it, you're more flexible. You've released some kind of limitation within you. So, if you have taken some chill time, never worry about, oh, I'm not going to be so fit again or what have you, because as long as you're following your energy, your strength is there. Your strength lies in your level of consciousness. I mean, yes, of course, we want to physically move as well, but when you're meant to physically move, it will come easily, choicelessly, effortlessly, joyfully, and you won't feel like it's a big ordeal. So this strength, there's a real connection here to understanding that our strength is coming from our level of consciousness. Wow, beautiful. And the last one this week, the Queen of Wands. Of course, I love the Queen of Wands. She's the witch, isn't she? And she makes magic. And the magic is back. I'm really feeling magic. I'm really feeling magic in the air this March. I hope you are too. Please comment below if you're feeling massive magic as well. Massive magic. So she is my witchy card. She's got her wand and her black cat. The sunflower symbolizes happiness. When I say a witch, what I mean is she uses her natural healing abilities. She's definitely mastered herself. And she's very bold. She's very assertive. She's very passionate. All the things to do with fire, because wands are fire. She's sovereign. No one can tell her what to do. No one's governing her. So she's completely sovereign, and she uses her own healing natural abilities, and she uses her own intuition and her intuitive abilities. She heals herself through potions made from Mother Earth's offerings. And yeah, she's happy, healthy, bold, really tuned into Mother Earth. And she helps transform things. The fire is transformative, isn't it? And she's bold, as I said, and assertive, and I love her. And maybe it's a little bit like be the Queen of Wands. I think we've had that one before with her. Be the Queen of Wands, and understand that your strength is coming in with your breath and with your level of consciousness, and understand that you are sovereign, and that you she's a self-healer, obviously, which is a beautiful way to look at it now, isn't it? That healing is a case of mastering our shadows, and she's mastered her shadows. So it's beautiful. She does it with ease and grace and self-love. I think that's how I started. So there is magic in the air, and hopefully that's going to help you navigate life with ease, grace, and self-love. Mwah, mwah. Well, I love you all. Have a fantastic week. Get in touch if you want a private reading. Bye for now.